Hello, this is Maria Moore. I just wanted to shoot this quick video. And it's going to be about mindset. I've been using the hashtag mindset is everything. And it really is. Because if your mindset is not where it needs to be, you're not going to take action, to reach your goals and dreams. So this is going to be for people that's, have goals and dreams that they're striving for. And if you notice that you're not taking action, it more than likely has to do with your mindset. And the reason I know this is because I just went through this myself. And I know that I've been working on my mindset a lot this year, and I'm feeling a lot stronger. And so, you know what? I just wanted to share what I've been going through. And so, first of all, when you're striving for your goals, it's a good thing if you go ahead and, put God first in anything that you do, because He is going to be that guiding force that's going to help you, while you are going through this process, because it definitely is going to be a process. And you're going to need wisdom and you're going to need guidance. And He is the only person that I know that can give you that. And so my process started when I retired from my job in September 2015, because, I was in a job that I knew what I was doing, and going into an industry full time, where I didn't really have a warm and fuzzy about, how to really, really operate the business. And so, again, I decided to put God first. And the first thing God did was send me a mentor. And to this day, I'm so grateful, because that has been so important, because when you have someone who has already done what you're striving to do, they can really help you, because their mindset is where your mindset needs to be if they've already reached, certain goals that you're trying to get to. And so you have to really spend a lot of time getting to know them and getting to know how they think, by kind of letting them know, what you're feeling and what you're going through. And then they can, give you some counsel to help you with those areas. I'm trying to get the sun out of my face. And so, I had the mentor, and it was not until recently that I was able to look back and kind of see what it was that was the really biggest thing that was, I'll say, the biggest barrier, or the biggest thing that caused me to be stuck. But it took a lot of personal development. Again, this has been since January, so this has just been every day, constantly, working on my mindset, listening to, what God is telling me as far as what I need to be listening to, who I need to be listening to, and, all of that. And so recently, God showed me back when I was at my best. It was like I was at my peak performance as far as in my mindset, with me, getting up every day, doing what I needed to do, working out. I was going to school, and I was in a routine. I was disciplined, and there was not 1 ounce of doubt, fear, or anything else that was in my mindset during that period of time. So He showed me that just the other day. And so I can now think back to exactly where I was, what I was feeling, what was going on. And it was quite some time ago. And it was actually before I started my job, which I just retired from last year. And it was also before I had any kids. And so that can tell you how we can let life make us bitter, in certain areas. It could be dealing with relationships. It could be dealing with your job, and just all kind of disappointments that you have throughout life that can cause you to have a lot of things up in your mindset that will keep you from taking action when you're trying to reach your goals. And so that's what you got to do, is you really got to dig deep and try to figure out what those deep rooted issues are that's causing you to not take action to reach your goals, because it all has to do with the mindset. And I always use the hashtag mindset is everything, because it is. Because if your mind is not operating at its optimal level where you need it to be operating at, you're not going to take action. And it's just simple as that. And you have to take action to get results. So it's the mindset, it's those thoughts, it's that programming of your mindset that's going to push you to take the action, which is then going to lead to the results. So that just tells you got to go back and you got to figure out what it is that's in your mindset that's stopping you. And so I was able to do that, and I'm telling you, it did take a while, because every time, I would be working on my mindset, I would be reading books, listening to audios and all kind of things, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm ready. And then, bam, I'll be like, what now? What now? So it's definitely a journey. So just prepare yourself, because it is a journey that you're going to have to go through, of trying to figure out everything that is going on up in here. I've had crazy thoughts a lot. And I think that something I heard recently is that people who have goals that's going somewhere, the enemy is going to attack you in your mind. But if you're not going anywhere, if you're out there just sinning and just doing everything, he's not going to bother you. So you may not be able to relate when I say crazy thoughts, because the enemy may not be messing with your mindset. But I know that that's something that I've been working on for myself. And so he has definitely been trying to attack me in that area. But he can't. He has no power. The only power he has is what you give him, And so I'm just really grateful, that this was something that I really tackled head on, because I was like, what is it? I'm serious. Every time I would just get over one barrier, it was something else. I would get over another barrier, and it was something else. And I would get over another barrier, and it was something else. And so the biggest thing is that life can cause you to have a lot of clutter up in your head. And so you have to get past that, and you have to figure out how to not pull up those certain files when you're ready to go take action. Something comes up, fear, it could be fear of success, fear of failure, it could be doubt, it could be all kind of things that just pops up in your mind, and it stops you right in your tracks. Yesterday, you could be like, you know what? I'm batting 100 and I'm feeling good, and I'm just ready. And then the next thing you you sitting there and you got all these thoughts and crazy feelings, and and that's when you got to become aware of that and try to figure out, okay, God, what's going on? Why am I feeling like this? And so I've been saying that a lot lately. Why am I feeling like this? Because I can feel it when it starts. And so I was listening to a prophet, a prophetess a couple of days ago, and she was like, don't let your insides move. So now when I start feeling some things that's not sitting well with me, because that is not God when you start feeling those feelings. So I just say, don't let your insides move, because you have to be emotionally intact. You got to be spiritually intact, physically intact, to be at 100%, so that you can reach your goals. And I'm not saying you're going to get 100% in all of them, but, you can strive for that. But those emotions and those feelings and those things that will stop you, become aware of it and tap into it and start asking, God, what is this? Why am I feeling this? What's going on? And he will show you. And you will be able to get past it, and you will be able to get over that barrier that's stopping you from reaching your goals. Because again, mindset is everything. It's everything. And once you can get your mind free and clear of all the clutter, when you can do that, then the sky's the limit. Because I was thinking back, to, a particular time when I reached a particular level in the business that I was in, and there was no fear, there was no doubt, there was no thoughts in my mind that I could not do it. And so over the years, though, things happen. You get disappointments, you know, just all sorts of things that can happen in your life. Then, you start getting fear, and you don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming from your experiences and the things that you're going through. And you don't even realize it. It's in your subconscious mind. So that's why you got to reprogram that mindset. You got to put some new files in there, that you can tap into when it's time to reach your goals. Or go back and remember that time when you were successful in your eyes, to when you were at your best. So don't think about those other things. Don't keep bringing that up. Think about when you were successful, when you were at your peak performance, and think about that file when you get ready to take action. So it's all about the mindset. Definitely make sure you're reading books that's going to stretch your mind. And if it's more money that you're looking for, you gotta change that money blueprint that you have. So make sure that the books and things that you're reading and the audios you're listening to is going to increase that money blueprint that you have, so that you can reach the goals that you're looking for. All right, well, that is what was on my heart to share today. And so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. And as my mentor always say, I will see you at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.